Hello Swindon Panelers, thought you might like a nice video update of some of the excellent work that's gone on today. If you look over here, you will see where the computers now aren't, which is very exciting because they've been here for quite a while and they've made the place look a bit of a mess, but they have now moved, and I'll show you where some of them are. Now in the back of the panel here, which hopefully we won't need, but I'll show you that they're here anyway, is where the interlocking machines have moved to. Interlocking machine for the west end, mouse on the top. And if I struggle down here, here's the interlocking machine for the east end, which if I leave the mouse, hopefully it'll come back to life. There we go. We'll come back to those in a minute. Let's go and have a look at where the simulator machine has moved to. Come around the front of the panel. Sorry about the mess, just tidying up. I go and have a look in the Bristol room, which has now been fitted out as the simulator room. Hello, Lawrence.
Hello.
Right, so here is the simulator computer, and there's still 3 separate computers, just one's in here, 2 are now in the back of the panel, and the method of starting them up has changed ever so slightly. Because the interlocking machine isn't here in the simulator room, there are now 2 extra buttons on the desktop here, east interlocking and west interlocking, which allow you to remotely control the interlocking machines in the panel. So if we click on east interlocking, click, it'll load up, and then this is remote desktop into the east interlocking machine, and the clue's on the desktop there just so that you don't ever lose track of which computer you're in. And the little thing at the top, east PC, that's the PC we're controlling, and there, same as always, is the Panel Pro logo, and we've relabeled it east interlocking, and we've also got rid of all the other extraneous icons off the desktop as well. So you are controlling the east interlocking machine from here in the simulator room. If I went back into the panel, you'd see the mouse moving around and everything else. And that starts up in exactly the same way. When you've started it up, or when you've got it to the stage where it's starting up, to come out of the remote desktop, you just click on the little cross in the top corner, and you're not remote desktop, and you click OK on this "Are you sure?" That's it. And then you're not remote desktop controlling it anymore. Do the same on the west end. Tra-la-la. It'll load up. And there we are on the west interlocking. And again, tidied up the desktop a little bit. West interlocking, Panel Pro icon, and it starts up in exactly the same way as it always has done. Again, when you're ready, come out with a little cross, click, are you sure? Yes. That's it. And then start up the simulator in the normal way, as we always used to do when it was next door. And that will gradually start up, and I might pause the video if it takes a while, but when it's all started up, of course, it will say simulator ready in the normal way, and then we'll press initialize sim and start the clock, and we'll be ready to go. Right, while that's loading itself up, we'll do the TD, which for the moment at least, it's still done in here. That'll be gone, obviously. So here's the TD still set up from the last session, or from absent mode. Jamie will use the keyboard there. Hey Jamie. There is a new thing, which if you type quit and then press interpose, it gets rid of the big black screen to get you back to the Panel Pro icon. The mouse is of course hidden in the usual place, in the little hole in the panel, and we'll quit the train describer in the normal way and then reload it again. I think we could probably tidy up the icons on this desktop a little bit as well, which maybe we'll have a look at. But there's the Panel Pro icon, same as always. We'll load up the TD. No change at all to the train describer. It's just the only thing really now that you have to do in the panel, not in the simulator room. We'll hide the mouse again. There we go. So hopefully, if we go back to the simulator room, we'll find that the simulator has started up now, which it has. It takes about a minute or so, as it always has done. And in the normal way, when we're fully ready, and when it is ready, as it says there, we'll press initiate sim. Yep, and then when it's done that, we'll press start on the clock. And we're good to go. So no changes in terms of the principle of what we've always done. It's just now necessary to remote desktop into the interlocking machines from the simulator machine. Now there are a couple of other little get outs for you, just in case you have any problems. If I come back into the panel room, remember those, oh see, TD starting up. Remember these computers behind the panel, these are the actual interlocking computers, and if I need to, if I switch this on, there we go, same password as always, which you all know. the little keyboard, which will just be down there in the bottom of the panel. Hopefully it won't be ever necessary to come around here and do this, but the screens and there's the mouse are here just in case you do. And that is the old-fashioned interlocking computer in exactly the same way as it used to be when it was on the desk, which is what we were remote controlling from next door. And just to prove that it does work, down here at this end, here is the East End machine. Input signal out of range, but we'll sort that out. Same password as always. Oh, the keyboard's buried in there, so you'll have to dig that out. But this is only for a scenario where any sort of remote desktop system fails. Now, the computers for the interlocking are actually buried inside the panel. And in theory, if the power goes off, when it comes back on again, they'll power up, no problem. But just in case they ever do, under the panel here, one of the cases has got keys in it. There's the other key, and that's where the machines are, just in case you need to get to them. But it should only be necessary to get to them if they've been shut down. You can't quite see, but they are in there. If they've been shut down and you can't get them back again. But hopefully that'll never be necessary. If you get any problems, please ring Jamie Brooker at any time of the day or night, and he'll be happy to sort them out for you. Well done to everybody who's been here in Swindon Panel today. Hope you'd all agree that the room looks a lot nicer without the computers in, and it's another magnificent step forward in the development of Swindon Panel.